Hello, hello, hello. Well, it is Vicky with My Paper Connection. I'm an independent stamping demonstrator in the United States, actually in Georgia, and I am so happy to be here with you tonight. Tonight, I am going to do something fun. I am going to be doing a little bit of watercoloring, and I am using the Honeybee Home stamp set. It's pretty easy. It's going to be a pretty easy card to do. There's not any die cutting or anything like that. So it's just going to be a lot of fun. Um, and I am just going to go ahead and put the camera down so we can get started. This stamp set, the Honeybee Home, is actually in the annual catalog, and it is located on page 74 of the annual catalog. And it does have, it comes as a bundle so that you can get the die and the stamp set. If you get the bundle, it is 10% off. But tonight I'm just going to use the stamp set. So let's get going. Alrighty. Okay, so I am going to bring in my piece of scratch paper. I am using thick Whisper White. It is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. And then I am going to use I have two different ones that we can choose from. This is from the Teacup Designer Series paper. And then this is from I think it's from the mini catalog, and I can't remember the name of it offhand. We'll see which one I'm going to end up using, but I'm going to put these off to the side. I am going to accent with basic black because it just seems like, I don't know, it just seems like it. If you look at the card here, if you're using black ink, it just seemed to pop by using the basic black on the background. So that's what I'll be doing today. All right. So I'm taking a block, and I am going to I'm going to be using crushed curry, So Saffron, and Mango Melody. And so I'm just going to take my re-inkers and just put a little bit of ink from my re-inkers right in here. And I'm going to go from light to dark. Hey, Suzanne, how are you doing? I did my live last week on Facebook, and they've changed it so much. I couldn't even download it to put it on YouTube. And so I'm like, okay, I'm just going to go ahead and go with YouTube. And that way it just saves me the time and effort. All right. So I'm going to, excuse me, I'm going to use my aqua painter. Okay. I'm going to give you a little tip about this. When I first got the aqua painters, I am just like turning and turning, like lefty, loosey, righty, tighty. I was trying my best to open it and I couldn't. And my husband was like, okay, because it opens the other direction. So yeah, I thought it was broken or something. So if you get one and you can't get it to open, try doing it from the other direction. All right. So I'm just going to go along in here. I want a bit of water, and I am using watercolor paper, and I'm just going to go like this. And there's no rhyme or reason of how wide or whatever. And the way you clean your brush is to just do it on your scrap paper. Just brush it along your scrap paper. Now, this is the crushed curry. The first one, it looks kind of dark. It looks like Daffodil Delight, but this is actually So Saffron. So that I'm coming in with crushed curry. Stampin' Up's watercolor paper is just primo. It is such good paper. Okay, now I'm coming in with Mango Melody. This is a super easy card to make. And I'm just coming in the bottom down here and just blending it. Okay. And you can see the elevation of color. It's like an ombre type thing. I'm going to set this off to the side. Fan it first. Oops, I made a mess, didn't I? All right. I'm going to put that off to the side and let that dry a little bit. And then we'll go ahead and start putting everything together. Okay. So, I don't know. What do you think? Should I use this one? I think I'm going to go with this one because it's a little bit different. Whoops. I'm going to go ahead and put this on the basic black. This is cut at 3 3/4 by 5. And my basic black is 4 by 5 1/4. Okay, that's pretty. And I'll go ahead and glue this onto my thick basic white. You know, when you are out of the swing of things for a while, it is so hard to get back into the get back into a routine. With my husband having been deployed for so long, and I was just doing what I needed to do, visiting family and all of that. I got out of the habit of doing lives, and it's been a struggle to get back into the habit. All right, so since this is watercolor and it's still a little bit damp, I'm going to blow it real quick with my heat gun. I think that will dry it quickly. Yeah. Okay, that did it. That did it. Thank you, Suzanne. It's such a simple card to make. All right, so I'm just going to place it a little bit on the left over here. And I'm using Stays On because this is watercolor. Well, it's light, but it's okay. I'm going to go with it anyway. Maybe I should have re-inked my Stays On. And then I'm going to put a bumblebee right there. Yeah, I should have re-inked it, but that's okay. It is handmade, not Hallmark, right? Okay. This little piece of watercolor is, I believe it is 3 inches by 4 1/4, maybe. I'll measure it for you just so you know. But it will be on my webpage if you want to check it out. Yep, it is 3 by 3 3/4. Okay. Which means the basic black is 3 1/4 by 4. Okay. So now I'm going to put dimensionals on the back of it because I want this to pop up. Because it is such a simple card, there's no die cuts or anything like that. I felt like it needed to be raised to just give it a little bit more interest. And before I put that on, I had a little bit of the black, and I'm going to wrap that around it. Okay, let's start it over here with a little bit of extra. I don't have much of it, so I'm going to do as much as I can. I think 2 is all it's going to allow me to do. And then we're going to, one of my favorite tricks is to use a glue dot under my bow because that helps me. It's almost like having a third finger or third hand. It just puts it right in place. Let me do the little loop first. Okay, so once that's in place like that, it's so much easier to tie a bow. I don't know, as I've gotten older, my fingers are more fumbly than they used to be. Oh, yeah. It's great getting older, isn't it? There's so many pluses to it and then so many negatives to it at the same time. But I'm grateful. I am grateful for the years I've had. I don't want to get morose here on it. Hey, Sally. Thank you for joining me. So you're in Moreland, Georgia. Where is that? I'm in Warner Robins, Georgia. Actually, I live in Byron, right off the highway, right off of 75. I don't know where Moreland is. Maybe north? Okay. And then we're just going to place this right in here like this. I think I need to bring it down a little bit. I want it to be even. I don't know if it pops quite as much with this background as it does with this one. And I really wish this had been darker, but it's okay. It'll be good. All right, so now I'm going to use the matte black dots. And, a lot of times we'll put them sporadically all over, but I really like the look of just putting them together in a straight line. I do that a lot. Sometimes I'll do them, what is that? Horizontally, yeah. And then this time I'm doing them vertically. Yeah. You just have to make sure you get them in a straight line. I contemplated not doing a live tonight because we are actually leaving tomorrow for New Orleans for backstage. And so I got a lot to do. And I do notice, you know what? I do notice that I went a lot darker here. I like the lighter here. I'm just going to be honest with you. I like the lighter and then more of the graduation. But I do like it. I do like how it turned out. And I do like this paper. I think I like this one better. What do you guys think? There is also this piece that I want to do a little playing around with this at some point and maybe do something like this. I have a card class, in-person card class coming up September 8th, I believe it is. And I thought this would be a really fun card, fun and easy. It's pretty easy to make this happen. And what I may do is use my Stamparatus to get that nice dark print just in case. But I thought about using this one and doing watercolors with other colors, maybe some blues or greens. What do you guys think? Um, I'll post it. Whenever I get it done, I will post it and let you know. It's just south of Noonan. Okay, so that's up around the Atlanta area. Yeah, okay, cool. Very cool. Thank you, Suzanne. I do hope that I can enjoy it. I think it's going to be great. I think I'm going to learn a lot. Um, like I said, I basically have had 7 months off of not doing a whole lot of work and not being present online just because I was trying to be present in my own life and visit family and friends and things like that while my husband was deployed for 7 months. And so now it's just trying to get back in the swing of things. And I'm doing it. Sally, you said you've not seen this set used. You like both of them? Great. Yeah, I've used this before, but not in watercolor. I've done it with other things. I love the font. The font is so sweet and so pretty. Really, really like it. And you may notice that I did not put a sentiment on here. Sometimes I don't do a sentiment on the outside. Sometimes, I mean, to me, this speaks for itself. And then it can be a whatever card. You can make it thinking of you or miss you or um, whatever you want to make it. And so sometimes I just don't for that reason because you never know what you're going to use them for. Okay, I think that's it. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. I hope you guys have a great night. Hoping to be back next Tuesday with another fun project. So, see ya. Bye.